If you don't want to hear the voice, then you can mute it. As Jungkook throwed Yoongi's phone on the ground, he giggled innocently. Yoongi immediately picked up his phone from the ground. Wig, baby, you can't throw things like that, he said as he gently patted Jungkook's back, who nodded innocently. As everyone was enjoying the rain, Yoongi just sat on the chair in the shed while making videos of his brothers or listening to music. After some time, Wig, guys, let's go inside now. Jungkook is sleeping and I am sleepy too. Everyone nodded their heads. As everyone went inside, they changed their clothes and took warm showers. Yoongi and Jungkook were sleeping together in one room, while Namjoon was in his room and Jin, Hoseok, Taehyung and Jimin were in the living room. They were constantly sneezing. Jin, Jiminy, pass me the tissue box, Jin said to Jimin, who was constantly sneezing himself. Jimin stood up and as he handled Jin the box of tissues as he himself took one of them. Hobie, give me one too. Hoseok sighed as he sneezed. Jin, give him a tissue.
Jin stood up from the couch. Jin. Hobie, I am feeling like I am having a fever, so I am going to rest in my room. Hoseok nodded his head as Jin went towards his room. Then Hoseok turned his head towards Jimin and Taehyung. He saw that Taehyung was asleep.
He picked Taehyung up in his arms. Hobie, Jiminy baby, come, let's go in the room. Jimin stood up and started going with Hoseok towards his room. An hour later, in Yoongi's room, both Yoongi and Jungkook were peacefully sleeping. Suddenly Yoongi woke up because of the ringing of his phone. Yoongi stood up and then he made an border with the pillows around the bed, and then went outside to answer the call. After a few minutes, as Yoongi hung up the call, he noticed that the house was really quiet today and everyone were in their rooms. Wig, why is it so quiet today? He mumbled to himself as he made his way toward Jimin's and Taehyung's room. In Taehyung's and Jimin's room, as Yoongi entered the room, he saw Taehyung and Jimin laying in their beds covered with blankets. He made his way towards them. Wig, Bubba, are you feeling okay? He said, placing his hand on Taehyung's forehead. He noticed that Taehyung was having fever. Hi Youngie head, who had teary eyes. Yoongi immediately knelt down and kissed Taehyung's head. Wig, shit's alright, bear. Hyung will give you medicine, then you will be fine. Yoongi then turned towards Jimin. He then checked Jimin's forehead and realized that he was also having fever. Wig, Bubba, Hyunji will call Jin Hyung GM. And no Hyunji, Jin Hyung said that his head hurts and he is resting. Weak voice. Wig, could Jin Hyung also have a fever? He thought in his mind as he made his way Jin's room. In Jin's room, Jin was burning in fever as he was wrapped in his blanket. Wig, Hyung, Yoonji said as he entered Jin's room. Jin. Jin weakly replied. Wig, are you alright? Jin, I feel like I am having fever. Weak. Yoonji went towards Jin and checked him. Wig, Hyung, you are burning in fever. Worried. Jin, don't worry. I just took a tablet a few minutes ago. Are the others okay? They were also sneezing and coughing. Wig, Jimin and Taehyung are having fever and I am going to check up on Hobie and Namjoon. In Yoongi's room, Yoonji came back in his room after checking up on Hoseok and Namjoon, and they both were also having fever. As Yoonji entered, he saw that Jungkook was already awake. He picked him up. Wig, come, let's take care of your Hyunjis. Saying this, he made his way towards the kitchen. In the kitchen, Yoonji made Jungkook sit on his high chair as he started to make soup for the others. Jungkook was sulking as Yoonji was not giving him attention. Suddenly Yoonji noticed that Jungkook was sulking. He picked him up and kissed his cheeks repeatedly. To be continue.